Nick Kyrgios. Just the name alone makes you feel some kind of emotion, right? You might get angry and say, oh, that bloke. I don't know. Quick sip! Maybe some Aussies, they say bloke. I don't know. And maybe they're sour on Kyrgios. I know he's not Bernard Tomic level of hate, but there's a lot of people out there not very happy with Nick Kyrgios. Obviously, a lot of stuff he's done in the past could make some people not like him. Other people, excitement. You feel excitement when I say Nick Kyrgios because you've seen what he can do. His serve is like Zeus hailing thunderbolts from the heavens down on his opponents. I mean, really, I like the Kyrgios serve better than maybe the John Isner serve, the Raonic serve, you know? The Kyrgios serve, he's got such a live arm. I can't remember who, some pundit, some commentator, maybe a former legendary player, you know, it could have been John McEnroe. I can't remember who said it, but they said, this is the first player I've seen who reminds me of Pete Sampras' serve, right? This serve is just as good as a Sampras serve at times. You know, Kyrgios falls off the wagon sometimes. You know, he goes off the rails. I still take Roger's serve over Nick Kyrgios' serve any day because you know Roger's serve, he can hit the spots and it's steady. He can hit spots in the fifth set of a major. You know, he can hit the spots when all the pressure is on. Kyrgios has done it too, but obviously we've seen Federer do it more often. It's more reliable. I was ready for my usual thing on Kyrgios where I say, yeah, you know, he's got a chance, but you never know with Kyrgios. He's so up and down. He's so erratic. And then I saw the way he manhandled Grigor Dimitrov at Brisbane. And the thing about that match was you can argue, look, if Dimitrov was serving better, he could have hung in that match better, but I'm telling you, man, Nick Kyrgios did a lot of impressive stuff. Watch the highlights of Dimitrov and Kyrgios at, I believe it was Brisbane, in the semifinals. It's really incredible. And then, you know, Ryan Harrison, no one's going to be amazed and impressed like, oh, wow, Nick Kyrgios beat Ryan Harrison. But Ryan Harrison was playing really well at Brisbane. And he played Kyrgios, Ryan Harrison played Kyrgios in the final of Brisbane, and Kyrgios handled him pretty easily. And then there's all these rumors that Kyrgios is having a hip problem. Think it was a hip problem. Who knows? Who remembers? Because when you watch the guy play, he looks fine. But the first match I watched Kyrgios play at Brisbane was against Dolgopolov. And I believe he lost the first set 6-1, and he looked terrible. The commentators were saying, is he hurt or is he playing possum? I remember them saying that. I remember watching like, is he hurt? He's moving funny. So before I leave you guys today, I do want you to comment below and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget a thumbs up. That helps grow the channel. I do want to know if you guys think Nick Kyrgios is a real threat. I was very impressed, but I still don't trust him. SportsIllustrated.com put it on the screen. They put out the 5 men most likely to win their first slam at the 2018 Australian Open. Let me read the list to you really quick, and then I'll read parts of what they said about Kyrgios, which is what I really want to talk about. Milos Raonic is number 5. I'm sorry, but I'm not a believer. Nick Kyrgios, number 4. David Goffin, cousin Fed, is number 3. Alexander Zverev, 2. And number 1, grown-up Fed, because he's won the World Tour Finals. He's a grown-up now. Grigor Dimitrov. Oh my God, they actually wrote the words baby Fed in this article. You can't call him baby Fed! He's grown-up! Grown-up Fed! Or somebody commented, oh, I'm really sorry. Oh, I can't remember who it was. Big Daddy Fed. So what does Sports Illustrated say about Nick Kyrgios? Nick Kyrgios didn't make it past the second round of a major last season. I mean, come on. How can anyone call the guy a favorite when he couldn't get out of the second round at any of the 4 majors last year? Of course, he played what a lot of people call the match of the year. Miami, Roger Federer, 3 tiebreaks. Great match. Great match. Mirka. Watch the highlights to see how fired up Mirka gets in that match. I got to share it really quick. I was in Miami last year, and I ran out of money on my budget for that trip. And guess what? I left right before that match. I should have put it on the credit card. I could have watched that match. I'm crazy. I really hope Miami gives me press passes this year so I don't run into another issue like that. Here's the interesting part. Forecasting Nick Kyrgios is an impossible task. He's completely unpredictable from point to point, much less over an entire tournament. But I think this is the year Kyrgios starts to convert his immense talent to trophies. A slight caveat. Critics have questioned Kyrgios' motivation, justifiably so. Even he once said he's not dedicated to the game, with quotation marks around it. Mr. Goat! I went right over the camera. Mr. Goat, recycle that! We don't waste paper here at the show. No way! Did you see how I did that? I did a shot because Kyrgios loves basketball instead of a volley. Hey, did you like that? Did you like that? Did you like that episode? I had fun with that one. Comment below. Can Kyrgios win a major this year like it says in Sports Illustrated? Is this finally the year where he can turn it into trophies? I don't know if I'm there yet. It's going to be interesting, though. I'll tell you this one thing. As a Fed fan, which I'm not supposed to say that, I'm not supposed to show any bias. If I were to be a Fed fan, if I was a Fed fan, can't say if I am or not, I wouldn't want to see Nick Kyrgios in Fed's half of the draw. Hey, we got more videos for you guys today. Click over here if you want to see my video all about Juan Martín del Potro, another guy who's possibly a threat at this major. Click over here if you want to see a video all about Rafa Nadal and his first match of the year in which he lost to Richard Gasquet. But hey, if you're a Rafa fan, I got some positive notes for you on that one. We got some stuff to be hopeful for Nadal about. Click down here if you want to watch a whole episode of Coffee. I'll tell you why I'm not allowed to say whether or not I like Roger Federer. It's up to you. Quick zip!